Welcome to all in the new lecture of the matrices topic. So here we solving the system of linear equations by the matrix methods. So here in this lecture I will tell you that what are the basics to use to solve the Lie system of linear equations. And what is the matrix method? Actually, earlier I told you that the one method to solve the system of linear equations, that is also called the matrix method. So that is also the inversion method, means by the inverse how can you find the solution of the system of linear equations. Here in this lecture we will discuss about the uh, obviously we solve the system of linear equations here, but not the inversion method. Here we use the next matrix method, that is the rank method, because I in the last lecture I told you that how to find the rank of the matrix. So I hope all of you know and that how can we find the rank of any matrix. So now here in this lecture we discuss that how can we solve our system of linear equations by the rank method. So let's do it. First of all, what is the system of equations? Actually, in the system, if we have the two linear equations and suppose we have two variables are there in that form, so our general form is like that. If we have the two linear equations and two unknowns or two variables, so we our equation is like that: ax plus by is equal to h and cx plus dy is equal to k. So these are the constants here, and these a b c d, these are the coefficients of the variables. So and here these a b c d not should be 0. Okay, so now by the graph we can represent our equations, these solution of these equations by the straight line, because this is a linear equation, right? All these are linear equations. So what will be the graph of linear equation? You know that the graph of any linear equation, that is a straight line in the plane. So now how can we show it geometrically? So the solution of the system, the points of intersection of two straight lines L1 and L2. Here we suppose two lines, two linear lines here. First one we suppose that is L1 and second one is L2. So how can we represent it by, through this by the solution of the linear equations by the geometrically or by the graph. So let's see here. First of all, we have the two straight lines L1 and L2, and one and only one of the following may occur like that. If suppose our line intersect at exactly one point, this is our L1 first equation and this is our L2 gives the second equation. So now when our lines L1 and L2 intersect exactly one point, so this is a unique solution. In this case, this is a unique solution, and that solution is any value of x and y, right? Means you find the only exactly one value of x and y. So in that case, that is a unique solution. So in the system of equations we have a uh, we have a solution is like that: unique solution, many solutions, and no solutions. So now first of all, if our lines L1 and L2 intersect only at one point, it means that this is shows these equations shows the unique solution, right? Next, if suppose our line L1 and L2 are coincide means that we have the only one equation, means we have generally we have the two, shows the two equations, but if we multiply any scalar quantity in the second one equation, so it becomes like a first equation, means it means that the L1 and L2 are the coincide. So in that case our solution is the infinite many solutions. Why infinite many solutions? Because here you have the uh, what is the meaning of the solution? That we our line are intersect at that point. Which point, right? So here at all points, because L1 and L2 are coincide, it means that at all points are intersect each other, means all points are we have the solution of these equations. So we can say that infinitely many solutions at this point, this point, this point, at all points of this line we have the solution. So we can say that many solutions, infinitely many solutions, we have these two equations if two equations are coincide. Clear? Next one is, if suppose our line L1 and L2 are parallel, then you can see here, if suppose our lines are parallel, so uh, here the any solution is possible, means these two lines intersect anywhere? No. If our two lines are parallel, so these lines can't be intersect anywhere, right? So it means that we have no solution. We can't find any solution, we can't find any value of the variables, because if our lines are parallel, so it doesn't intersect anywhere. So it means that the these equations has no solution. Okay, so this was the graphically. Now how can we solve our linear equations by the mathematically? So for this we have to make a augmented matrix. So what is the augmented matrix? The augmented matrix has a vertical bar that separates the columns of the matrix into two groups. Means suppose is like that, we have to make the matrices, and here in this we have the coefficients matrix. Means we have suppose the two variables equations, so the coefficients means we have the coefficients of the variables, so we have to put here here that constant coefficients, and here in this we have to take the constants. Means this will be always the column vector on the right side, and this is a matrix of 2 by 2, 3 by 3, anyone. Okay, so now we have to arrange our matrix into in this form. So this is called the augmented matrix. So now suppose let's take an example. If we have to write the augmented matrix of this system, here how many equations we have? We have two linear equations here and two variables are here, x and y. So now how to make the augmented matrix of this? So the augmented matrix of this is this, means we have to make a matrix like that. After that we have to put here the coefficients. It does mean that the variable coefficients of the x and y. So first equation coefficients are 3 and minus 1, 3 and minus 1. Second equation coefficients of variables are 1 and 5, so it is 1 and 5. And here we have to take a vertical bar, and then we write this column minus 9 and 3. These are the constant matrix. So we can say this is our the augmented matrix, and we can represent it by suppose here C. So C, and this matrix we can say this is AR, and this is we can say this is B. So our augmented matrix C, we can write this C is equal to our matrix A vertical bar B. Okay, so we have to remember here for the further discussion that this matrix we say if we talk about the C, it means this is the augmented matrix with the A combination of A and B. Okay, let's do it. So now types of system of linear equations we have. If we have the linear equations, so it is two types of linear equations we have: consistent and inconsistent. So in that case, in which case we have the system is consistent and in which case we have the system is inconsistent. So see here, if a system of equations is set, we have the one or more solutions, then we can say that the system of linear equations is the consistent. Okay, if one or more in the sense of that if we have the unique solution or infinite number of solutions, if any solution is possible of the equation, so we can say that the system of equations is consistent. So see here, if suppose our equations is like that, x plus 2y is equal to 4 and second equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 2. So can you tell me which type of solution of these equations? Can you solve these equations? So you see here, you can solve easily these equations. Okay, and after solving these equations we get only one solution. So when you solve, you try in your notebook that the solution of these equations, then you can find that your solution of these equations is only one solution you can find, that is x is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to 5 by 2 when you solve these two equations. So what does it mean? Which type of solution this is? This is the unique solution. Okay, second one, if I give you these type of equations, x plus 2y is equal to 4 and 3x plus 6y is equal to 12. So can you solve these equations? You can solve these equations, but when you multiply here, suppose 3, to solve these equations, when you multiply with 3 of the first equation, so it becomes 3x plus 6y is equal to 12. So what does it mean? Both equations are same. Both equations are same. It means that these equations are coincide, right? Remember the graph? So these equations are coincide. It means that if these are coincide, and when we subtract these, it means 0 is equal to 0. It means this is true. True, it means that the equations are satisfied. Means these equations are coincide. Coincide means the equations are dependent equations, and the solution is infinite number of solutions, right? And how can we find the infinite number of solutions? In further lectures, I will tell you how can we find the infinite number of solutions. Okay. Next one is when our system is inconsistent. So if a system of equations has no solution, so we can say that our system of equations is inconsistent. So if suppose I give you these equations to solve, x plus 2y is equal to 4 and 3x plus 6y is equal to 5. Now tell me, can you solve these equations? So if you multiply, suppose for solving this equation, you multiply 3 by the first equation. So what you will have? 3x plus 6y is equal to 12. And here 3x plus 6y is equal to 5. And when you subtract it, these terms will be cancelled out. But here you have the 7. Means here left side you have the 0 when you subtract it. And when you subtract it the right side, it becomes 7. Is it possible that 0 is equal to 7? No, this is false, right? It is not possible that 0 is equal to 7. It means it is false. Means these equations are only parallel. 3x plus 6y is equal to 12. So in this case we can't find the solution, so we say that no solution here. Okay. Next, uh, now how can we find the solution of the by the rank method? So you know that if our system is consistent, so we have the two types of solution, unique solution and the infinite number of solution. Now by the rank method, how can we solve it? So for the rank, you know that our C, what is our C matrix? That is completely augmented, that is augmented matrix with the combination of A and B, and A matrix is the coefficient of the variables. So here we have to first we have to find the rank of A and rank of C. C, what is the C matrix? That is augmented vector matrix, which is the combination of A and B, and separately we have to find the rank of A. So now if rank of A is equal to rank of C, so here we decide our system is consistent or not consistent and our solution is unique or infinite. So in that case, we have to find the rank A and C. So now if our rank A is equal to rank C, suppose, so when our unique solution, so if our rank A and rank C are equal, and this is also equal to the number of unknowns. Unknowns means how many variables you have. So if suppose you have the 2 by 2 matrix, means two variable equations x and y, so rank of A should be 2, rank of C should be 2, and number of variable we have 2, right? So if your rank and rank A and rank C both are equal and also it's equal to the number of unknowns, so you can say that your solution is the unique solution. Now how can we check the infinite solution? If your rank A and rank C, this is equal but it's less than the number of unknowns. So rank of both the A and C is less than the number of unknowns. So you can say that you have the infinite number of solutions. Clear? And in inconsistent system, here when you find the rank of A and C, this will be equal. Rank A not equal to rank C. If you find earlier that rank A not equal to rank C, so here you easily can say that this has the no solution. If rank A not equal to rank C, so directly you can say that you have the no solution of the system and system is inconsistent. Clear how to find the rank, how to find the solution of the linear equations by the rank method? So this is the way how can we find the solution of the linear equations by the rank method. So for this you have to find the rank A and rank C. So if your rank A is equal to rank C, so your system is consistent, and if your system is consistent, it means that you have two types of solution, maybe unique solution, either unique solution or infinite solution. Now how can we decide from both of these? If your rank A is equal to rank C is equal to the number of variables, so you can say that your solution is unique solution. If rank A is equal to rank C is less than number of unknowns, so you say that your solution is infinite number of solution. And earlier, if our rank A is not equal to rank C, so we decided that we have the no solution of the given equations. So in brief, by the flow chart, we can see it that first of all, we have the system of non-homogeneous linear equations. What is the non-homogeneous? If we have the B part is non-zero, we say that the non-homogeneous equations. So we have the this type of linear equations, Ax is equal to B, right? So what we do here? So first we have this type of equations, and we can find our form here the augmented matrix C, that is the combination of A and B. So now first we have to find the rank of A and rank of C. C is the augmented matrix when we form the with the help of A and B. Now when we find the rank A and rank C, so we see that if our rank A is equal to rank C, so we can say that our solution exists and system is consistent. And if our rank A not equal to rank C, so we conclude here that the system has no solution. Now another case, another further we have if rank A is equal to rank C. So now again we have the two types of solutions here. So if our rank A is equal to rank C is equal to the number of unknowns, so we can say that our solution is the unique solution. And if our rank A is equal to rank C is less than number of unknowns, so we have the infinite number of solutions. Clear? So now in the next lecture, we take the examples and see the how can we solve our the system of linear equations by the rank methods to find the rank. Okay. So now today's lecture is completed. Thank you.